G'day everyone, welcome to another ride with the Everyday Zwifter. This is the Brompton World Championships number 2, doing range 1, 180 to 390 ZRS. I'm about 348 or something at the moment. Had a bit of a dip since I took a month off. I'm trying to get some power back in the legs, and it's been a struggle. But this is our first range with the top ZRS of 390, so I was hopeful I'd have a chance. I did the up to 450 level before this and totally got dragged off at the start after a couple of K, and then it was just a fairly lonely ride to the end with a couple of others. This is also a pretty fierce start, hitting the red watts, but staying near the front. Just trying to stay near the front. All these little lumps and bumps, you got to stay fairly close in the draft, because as soon as that draft breaks and the front group goes down a hill, you're going to get separation. And me being a lightweight with a relatively low FTP, it's very hard for me to get back on. So I'm doing my best. My average here, as you can see, is 227 and climbing as I try and hang on to the back of this group. It's not a long race, only about 17 Ks. And it's pretty flat, so these are some of the biggest hills you're going to see, and people are going hammer and tongs. I'm just doing my best to hang on. So the heart rate's been pretty low since I came back. It really takes a big effort to get it up, so that's good. It's just all in the legs for me at the moment, trying to get them fit again. So you see on this little dip, they're getting away, and I've got to push hard here to make sure they don't stay away. Push, push, push. Average watts climbing up to 233. And this is the last downhill. Once I'm on the back here, we are good. Now it's time to rest. Try and get our average watts down, get some recovery in the legs, and stay in touch. It's heated me up. I want to undo my top a bit, but I've already done that, so no relief there. Don't want to go too far and shock everyone. So skip ahead now, and we're getting up to Northumberland Avenue, the climb up away from the river, and sitting tight, sitting pretty. Feeling better. Average watts is back down to 186, but everyone usually goes nuts up this hill, so we definitely need that recovery. So far looks a bit quiet, but it's about to take off. So you can see it's stretching out. We're upping the watts, don't want to get dropped, don't want to miss a split and get in the second group. We already had one second group that were dropped at the start, get back on. Some of them are going to drop now. I've got to be careful I don't follow them, and I follow the front. And I'm feeling pretty good here, able to keep powering through over the top right up to this point. We're safely back on, and we can coast through to the front of the group. So it's pretty happy, and my hopes were rising for a good race, because this is already better than the range 2 race I did. So average watts are again slightly over what we've been doing, so we're slightly in energy debt. I just need to do a bit of recovery. I've popped the draft just so I can rest and get that down. I saw the arch on the other side, and I was wondering whether there was another power up that was going to come there anyway. Stretching out a bit at this corner. I think I just put a few extra watts on here, and for some reason, no extra watts, but it bunches up nicely, so I was able to relax again. Fairly long leading, about 5 Ks by the look of it. And we're coming up to this arch, and I was hoping for another power up. Maybe this person putting his draft out was as well, but no, nothing there. So don't expect a power up there. So that's start finish, it's the only spot. So it wasn't super easy here. They were moving a bit, but it wasn't dire straits where we're dangling off the back too much. So just trying to keep good position in the middle in the draft. Still a nice sizable pack. 18 people. And we know as we come down here, it'll turn into a downhill and speeds will increase. So again, you don't want to be dangling off the back. And some tricky people can put their foot down here and create gaps. So I'm looking at average watts, and I wasn't the lowest, but I was down there, maybe third or fourth lowest. But there's a couple who are like 0.2 better than me, like, oh, hello, we'll watch them, see how they go. They're starting to stretch out, start of the lap. Give a few ride-ons. Someone's gone off the front, so it's put a little bit of pressure on, but not too much. The group's able to reel them in again. And calm returns. So another further couple of k's down the course, and this person on the side takes off. And for whatever reason, I thought, I need to respond to that. So I accelerate up through the group, try and get on the wheel, get in the draft as quick as I can. So I don't want to be pushing wind. Now we're in the draft as soon as, well, actually I don't know when we're in the draft. I think when he sat up again that second time. And I'm just going to hold it there and hope that the group catches up, because I'm in no condition for a breakaway, but I don't want other people to get away. Then I noticed, hey, there's someone at the front, and we did not see them go off the front. If well, I've cut the bits out probably, but it looked like he had a disconnection and he might have zoomed off, or he deliberately disconnected and zoomed off, I don't know. Either way, he was out the front for the whole race, and so no one really was bothered about catching him apart from that one little attempt. So here we are coming up to the end, and this is the last real test of the group. Trying to get up this hill without getting dropped. Got the aero power up to deploy at some stage. And now we're starting to get into the work. Getting into zone 5. Trying to keep in touch. Was able to sustain a bit of pressure here. Come through the pack, getting up to the front. Nice position. Didn't want to go off the front, want to stay in the draft. So I was really happy with this. Feeling pretty cooked, but still everyone would have been similar, I think. Again, speed off down this hill, a few people getting dropped off the back. Just trying to get some rest in because I know it's a fast finish. So yes, it's notorious for people to really stretch it out here, and got to do your best to recover but stay in touch all at the same time. So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to stay in the meat of the pack. Not going to chase down one or two riders. Here we're coming to the finish straight, and the press is coming on, and I'm not feeling it. But get to this point where it's time to go, so we fire the arrow and put the hammer down, and it is a fast downhill, and only a few people have got power ups left, surprisingly. So I've got the arrow and it's getting some speed, and this guy takes off in front of me, but I think I just pipped him on the line. Doesn't look like it. That was Hammond and I beat him by 0.03 of a second or something, so I got third overall. Podium, woohoo! Super Kura up the top there. I don't think he got any runs of power, so actually got a second, which is amazing. Very happy with that, and good to be back. And average watts there, one of my best in recent times, so hopefully we're getting back some condition. We spent all our watts on the average, and our sprint was a bit cooked, but it was enough to get through, get a result. So this is Everyday Zwifter. Thanks for watching Brompton World Championships, and hope to see you again in another one. See you later.